Okay, what's up, YouTube? So I've talked about it, and other men have talked about the whole concept of black women tending to step their game up for white men. There's that, okay? But what I'm talking about is different. You know, in this video, I'm going to talk about how you have not just black women, but women who tend to deal with black men, but step up in the wrong way. So they're trying to put their best foot forward, but it's not, how can I put this? It's not in the proper manner. So what they're trying to show is the whole different set of traits. Okay, an example of this, I know I didn't explain that well. Take a show like The Bachelor, okay? You know, I don't watch it, but you know, you see the commercials when you're watching football Sunday sometimes. And it's about, you know, the white guy, the all-American white dude, or the super successful white guy, and it's about a whole bunch of women who want his affection because I don't know what he chooses to be with one or marries one. I don't know how the show works. And the whole season of the show is about these women trying to show that they're quality, they're intellectual, they can, you know, bond well with his family. So they're pretty much trying to put their best foot forward in terms of how classy they are, right? How upstanding they are. But then you'll see a show, and I know this is just TV, but this is just so I'm trying to give you a glimpse of what I'm trying to say. And then you have a show like maybe like Flavor of Love or For the Love of Ray J or whatever they call it. And you have women on there who are, in a nutshell, trying to put their best foot forward. But how are they trying to do it, right? How well I can seduce him in a hot tub, or how well I can pole dance, or how well I can do something, right, that is more so negative. And as a black dude, this is probably what really frustrates us the most. This whole idea that you appeal to a black man by showing him how real you can be, or how counter traditional you can be. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be real and people who shouldn't be who they are. That's, you can throw that out. I'm talking about trying to go above and beyond to show how much of a bad girl you are and how much that ride or die chick you can be, as opposed to trying to go above and beyond who you really are to show how good you are. Oh, look at me, I can cook, I can clean, I can hold a conversation, I can, you know, cater to you, I can help you in terms of whatever problems you're going through. Is that who they really are? No, it's clear that they're going above, super duper above and beyond, but they're doing it because they're trying to show how positive they can be. So just imagine you being a black dude and you have women who may try to do that, but instead of trying to go above and beyond to show you how good they can be, they're trying to show you, look, how much of a bad girl I can be, right? You know, I'm this chick, but I'll be your ride or die chick. That whole idea that I'll be your Bonnie and you'll be my Clyde type of relationship. And it's annoying. I'm not just going to focus on black women here. It's just a lot of the women that mess with black men in general. You know, I've had women try to get in my car and try to smoke weed in my car. Right? How crazy is that? You know, all kind of, and before I was 21, you know, they try to put some alcohol in my car, try to do all sorts of things, and I'm like, who do you think I am? And this is in college. You know, who do you think I am? Or women who want to be extra forthcoming in terms of their sexual history or how they like it in the bedroom. Like, just super duper, like, you know, I'm trying to prove myself to you and look how negative I can be. You know, it goes back to the whole horrible stereotype of black men being the kings of negative behavior. You know, us being the patrons of foul behavior. So you have these women who want to prove themselves to the king, and it's like, look how, you know, nasty I can be. Look at all the things I like to do. Look at how much of a freak I am. And you get a lot of that, and it's annoying. It really is annoying. And I guess I'm doing this video because I think people have to widen the conversation on what's going on with just black men and women in general. I mean, the stats show that a lot of black men are single. You know, the stats do not show that we're off with white women or whatever. If you look at the stats properly, you'll see that a lot of black women are single because a lot of black men are single. It's only a small percentage of us that are actually going off and getting with non-black women. So the question to me is, why is this going on? Then why are so many black men single? And part of the reason is because you have this whole idea of women trying to put their best foot forward, but trying to do so by showing how, counter traditional they can be. I've had women come on and talk about, you'll never know if your girlfriend or your wife is a hoe because all she has to do is lie about it. Well, if I was white, maybe, right? But in regards to being a black dude, women are more than forthcoming in terms of what they do, how they like it, what they're expecting. So, to me, that doesn't work at all, right? It would almost be beneficial if more women tried to do that. But for the most part, they try to be as, hey, look how kinky I can be. And you see all this, and you're like, are you being for reals? Like, really, are you being for reals? Like, I can understand trying to appeal to the bad boy and appeal to the upstanding dude. But what happens with black men is there's no distinction, unfortunately. Right? If a chick wants to deal with a white guy and it's maybe the upstanding, I'm this well-to-do white guy or I'm this bad boy biker, women tend to know how to appeal to the two. So you're not going to try to impress the Wall Street guy the same way you're going to try to impress the biker guy at the dive bar, right? But when it comes to dealing with black men, women across the board tend to have this idea that I'm going to appeal to the black guy who's the bad boy in the same way that the black guy who may also be on Wall Street, right? I'm going to try to appeal to them in the same exact way. And you have the black men who get it, who are sitting back and it's just like, yo, I'm not going to choose this. Right? I don't like the whole idea, let's choose the best of the worst. Right? I don't like that. Which chick is the least kinkiest, or, which chick shows the smallest amount of negative behavior. I don't like that. Right? So, what I'm trying to say is, first of all, this is one of the reasons to why you have a lot of black men who are single and who, even if they want to interact with women, it's never on a committed type level. It's just kind of here and there. But more so to let people know that you have to understand what you're trying to get. Okay? You have to understand the personality and the nature. What never gets talked about is the nature of productive black men and, family-oriented black men. It never goes into play. Whenever you hear something about black men, it's about the street dude, and not even about him being from the street. It's about, the dude who wants to rebel against culture. We know about those men, but we don't necessarily know about the men who don't fall into that category. And like I said before, and I still stand by it, black men know more, far more. We know volumes more about black women than y'all do about us. Volumes. We're like on book 5, and you guys have like a pamphlet. Real talk, like, a pamphlet that you printed out and you folded together and you're passing them out. That's how I feel in terms of what's going on. And you just see so many women who are off the ball. You get older, and like I said before, 3 years ago I couldn't do this video, but now that I'm older and I'm exposed to women who are younger than me, who are my age, which is 25, and women who are older, my understanding of what's going on is becoming more complete because I'm exposed to a whole lot more. And to still see a lot of women who want to put up this whole bad girl side or this whole counter traditional side as their best foot forward in terms of black men, it really gets annoying. It really gets annoying, and it kind of, to me, is probably the biggest reason to why you have what's going on, at least on the sides of black men. Right? And like I said, if you still didn't follow me in this video, just try to understand, just try to watch a commercial. You don't even have to watch an episode. Watch a commercial of The Bachelor, and then watch a commercial for The Love of Ray J or Flavor of Love. You don't have to watch the show. Don't waste your life watching the show. But just watch a commercial and you'll see what's going on. You'll see. Right? So anyways, I think I've, made my point here. You guys can take it easy. Tell me how you feel. God bless.